What's up?
We're live. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Hope you had a good weekend. Stayed away from people. We're going to wait for some people to get in here, and we will get this live stream started.
It's going to be a good one.
What's up, Q's Fan 8? We got Mr. James. Jimmy Drift goes, finally. Hey, what's up, KC?
Hey,
Sick of Ohio. What's up, man? What's up, SHSJ? Andrew. You teased us over a week ago. Did I? I don't remember.
Did you tease him on your last live stream when you were coming home? I wasn't there.
Love you too, Jonathan Beaver. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Sick of him. Yeah, Phil.
Yeah, dude. It was an awesome decision. She's really happy with it. Great job in the mud, Alexis, even though Tanner set you up for failure. Dude, I'm going to address this right here, right now. So all you guys, yes, all you guys have been in the comments harassing me about me taking her out there and like, dude, she wanted to come last second.
I did.
And that was completely her decision. I was like, look, I mean, you're going to struggle on these tires, but she really wanted to go. And do you regret it?
No, I don't regret it at all.
Exactly.
I mean, it would have been a lot easier with different tires, but
that was your choice to go.
Exactly.
It was your choice to go.
Exactly.
Nobody's forcing anybody.
And it was like super last minute. Like I was back and forth because of my tires. And
yeah.
So it's all right. It's all good.
Also,
that's old news.
For those of you that are in here, how does the microphone sound? We are trying a new setup, and I hope it sounds good.
Hi from Louisiana.
Oh, we got some Louisiana boys in here. Check out Riding with Lee. He's in your area. What tire pressures were you running? So, what were we running? We did check right before we left, and I didn't want to pinch any tubes, so I think we were running like 16 in the rear. And maybe the same, or maybe 18 in the front. I don't remember exactly. Sounds fine. Thanks, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds really good. Winged Wolf sounds really, really good. Thank you. What's up, Aaron? Sounds mint, Jeff says. Thanks, buddy. So, guys, I went on a completely different trail ride that was very intense. Had a blast with Daniel and Zach and Slobodan and John and Leo last weekend. We went riding again yesterday, so I have a crap ton of riding footage coming and good stuff too. I've been trying to get as many angles that I can get. I've really been focusing on getting a lot of off the bike angles just because you get a better perspective on what the trailers are like, because the camera just doesn't do it justice. No matter what. Like that first hill that I hit in the video at the start of the day, it looked like nothing.
That was like,
on
that's
camera.
What really sucks.
And it's straight up. Like some of the stuff is near vertical, but the camera just flattens it out.
Hey, from Michigan. Hey, Lex.
Speaking of Michigan, we got Kyle in here. What's up? Hey, what's up, Lex? How you doing? Yo, what's up, Rye? Yeah, Lex is supporting the claw.
I don't think they can see that, which is really funny.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he's sipping one.
I think we're a little, like, laggy, but that's okay.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Jacob, it's going well. Hey, bro, I'm from Russia, Moscow City. I'm a Moscow biker. My bike is a Versys X300. Shout out to Russia, dude. I would love to go over there and ride across Serbia someday. Serbia. That was bad. What am I trying to say here? That was an epic fail on my geography skills right there. Shout out to Georgie if you're watching this too. I would like to ride in Serbia as well. What am I trying to say? Why
Moscow? I don't know.
No, I'm not in Russia. I'm talking about what am I talking about? The other Siberia. Thank you. Not Serbia. Russia? Siberia. What's up, Western PA?
Another person.
Whoa, I like that name right there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Do a skateboarding tutorial. So I actually got a really good feedback on the skateboarding videos. There was like 2 people that weren't into it, but for the majority, you got to drown those people out. And a lot of people enjoyed it. So I'll definitely incorporate some skateboarding stuff in the future because I really enjoyed that.
I said Siberia. There we go.
Yeah, Siberia. I think her bike is a CRF 150R. Well, you're going to find out here in a bit.
A lot of those.
We got a lot of those guesses.
Hey, Tim.
So now that we got a decent amount of people in here, let's get down to the business and we will start talking about why we made a decision to sell the 230L. So, long story short, after that first experience out on the trails, I mean, how did you feel about the 230L?
I've always kind of felt indifferent towards the 230L. Like, I was
Me
never
too.
in love with it.
Me neither.
We've gone back and forth so many times for selling it. I've had it for sale before. I wasn't attached to it. It did fine off-road. I could have rode it all season and still been like, okay, but I don't know.
Here's the thing. We could have completely turned it into a trail machine. I mean, if we did the tires, the jet kit, got the idle figured out, we could have shed some weight here and there, done the fender eliminator, got all that unnecessary crap off the tail, done the hand guards. We could have, done a different headlight, gave it a completely different look. Exhaust, and that would have given it a little bit more power, different gearing too, and that really would have been fine. But at the end of the day, we don't see ourselves doing any like serious dual sporting in the future. Most of the stuff we do is just riding, connecting trails, and you can get away with doing that on any bike. So it just wasn't necessary to haul around the extra weight. I mean, how do you feel about the weight? I mean, it's a pretty heavy bike for what it is.
It is a pretty heavy bike. There was like maybe one time I picked it up completely on my own, but I mean, most of the time I could not. It was a very long bike too.
It's a boat.
It is. It wasn't ideal.
And what was the weight difference between the 230L and the 230F?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think it was a solid like 40 pounds. I think it was like 30 or 40 pounds. And that is just completely unnecessary. Like she might as well have the F model. So that brings me to my next point. We started looking at bikes right away. And I don't want to say too much because I'm also going to be dropping the videos as well. But she literally sold the bike within 12 hours or something like that.
We listed it the same night we got back from riding.
We were that over it.
Yeah, and
sold the next day.
Sold it the next day, that morning.
So got rid of that, and we were starting to look at the CRF 250Fs. And we got really excited about that.
You sold me into it. I was so happy.
We found a couple good deals, but
they're pricey still.
One of the ones we were going to go look at had an issue with the title, so that kind of fell through. And we ended up going in a different direction, but the CRF 250F would have been a great option because it's fuel injected, it's lighter weight than the 230, more power, and it just had better suspension, and I could go on and on. It sounded like a great platform. We could have easily turned that into a dual sport as well. But after that one fell through, I kept looking, and sure enough, I came across a bike that may or may not be sitting right over here that made sense. We talked her into it, but I don't want to reveal it just yet. I want to read through some of these comments. She says, nah, don't get the F. Put her on a 2-smoker.
14.
Yeah, this live stream is
awesome, guys.
Is doing well. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
So, yeah, he goes 230 gone. Thank God. Yeah, we weren't attached to it. I was a little sad to see it go because I would have wanted to see it, like what it could have been. Like I'm always going to have that feeling of, man, like that could have been really sweet and maybe would have liked it.
I started to just really not like to ride it on the road. And so therefore it was like kind of useless to be a dual sport.
Yep. Yeah, she was getting speed wobbles at high speeds, which we could have fixed, but it's no big deal. Yes, guys, we do plan on getting the KX100 out very soon. I have some exciting news, so make sure you have those notifications on. Because this week, I don't know, I got so many videos, but this week or next week, we will be giving you guys some KX100 content and some exciting ones at that. I mean, you guys can't see what's going on over there, but it's good news for all the two-stroke fans. But yeah, we definitely want to get you on the. You down for the KX on the trails?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think that'll be.
Whiskey throttle, the heck
Whiskey throttle, man. Good content for you guys. Harley wheelies, nah. I love Harleys. I would like to get one someday. As far as right now, I am 100% dedicated to riding trails and becoming a better rider, and that's just what I like to do. So I'm not that big into street riding. Wait, do you want a dual sport for her or just a bike she can ride trails on? That's the thing that I was just saying. Like, we don't see ourselves doing any dual sport riding, and the stuff that we do is all on the trails. We trailer our bikes to the trails and just ride the trails all day. So it's not necessary to have the extra weight.
Yeah, for little stuff that we've done around here, like Groms.
I mean, yeah, like we just ride our
There's
Groms.
not much around here anyways, so like it's...
Exactly, like we have to trailer our stuff to places to dual sport. Or else we're just like riding around flat roads here. There's nothing to do around here. So yeah, we could ride 3 hours to some hills and ride back. But does that sound fun? Not to me.
Really.
When it's all highways, it's like, it's not fun. Like, I'd rather spend more time on the trails.
Okay.
Come hit trails with me. I'll use the Grom. Hey, that's what's up.
We have a lot of things to catch up on.
Yeah, let's catch up. I did Harley wheelies, get a CR 500. Someday I would like to build a aluminum frame 500. It is not a two-stroke. Alexis' bike is not a two-stroke. Because, you know, she potentially has the KX100. Smash the like button. Hey, I appreciate that, Zach Dave. You rock. Were you sore the next day?
Yeah, I was extremely sore. Like, I had a hard time getting out of bed the next morning.
Yeah.
Because I was hurting pretty bad. And I'm pretty sore today, but not like I was the first time. Yeah.
It'll get better. Like, after yesterday, I mean, I worked a lot, but I'm not feeling too bad. A little stiff in the morning, that's normal.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
6-speed for life. You know it. We all know it's a 150R. I don't know, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in Kent, Ohio. Just bought a YZ450F. We should meet up sometime and ride. Let's do it, man. I don't know about anytime soon with everything that's going on. I have no idea what's going to happen with, like, Wayne National Forest, and all of our riding spots are shut down. Who knows? I'm going to go back to school now. Hey, German Aussie. Enjoy school. I'll buy the 230. I knew you were going to say that, bud. Sorry to tell you that it's sold. Like, I was going to do a video and update everyone, but it was gone like this with an offer that we couldn't refuse. So, promise you there's other 230Ls out there. What's up, Lex Prue? Which bike did they buy? I don't know. You tell me. Kurt, Alexis, great job.
Thank you.
Yes, she was sore the next day. Eastern PA. Shout out to Jacob Boone, man. Subscribe to your boy Jacob Boone. He does 250L videos as well, and I'm looking forward to more trail riding.
I see you comment a lot, like on every video, so that's awesome.
Yeah, he seems like a real genuine guy too. So I hope to meet up with Jacob Boone in the future and do some riding. Okay, tell me you've already got a buyer. Yeah, Winged Wolf. I'm sorry, man. You guys are cute together. Greetings from Australia. Shout out to the Aussies. I hope everything's all right over there. Hey, man, I'm in Kent, Ohio. Oh, I got that 450. Bike guess because the thumbnail and one wheel. Aaron wants to see some.
Oh man, guys, I have some good stuff for my one wheel, and I've been dying to ride it because it's been nice, but I want to do the stuff to it, and we're just a little backed up on things, so it's gonna have to wait a little bit.
And my one wheel's broken right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but
shout out to Aaron May though. Thank you. What's up, Georgie? Brody, Morgantown, West Virginia. That's where I got one of my bikes from. How you doing, Tim? We got a lot of 150R guesses.
Yeah, I think we're all caught.
What's up, Brody? Siberia, yeah, James. Yeah, we're caught up. Woo, we got a lot more. He bought a moped, 50cc. Yeah, so Lex decided that, you know, the 230 was just too much torque. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you much. Thank you much. He goes clickbaited with the pick.
Yeah.
No, we didn't clickbait you, bud, but does it have pedals?
It could.
Yeah, I think she got a Tomos moped. I really been watching for the videos because of Alexis on the trail.
Woo! I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man, let's do it, Jacob. And yeah, guys, I was extremely impressed with how she did for the bike that she was on and everything. And she's come a long way since then, and she's only ridden one other time. So I think the future of Alexis is looking pretty bright. Hey, let's do it, Corny. What happened to the 450L? I don't know, man. I traded it for a Helix, and who knows what the heck's going to happen with that. 50cc with nitrous. Yeah?
Could do it.
What happened? What happened to the 450? It's my birthday today and got some sick riding today. Well, that's good to hear.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Liquid cooled or air cooled?
I don't know. I love air cooled just because of the,
I think they're asking what if it says.
Oh, what the bike is?
You want a liquid or air cooled for her?
Oh, I mean, that's giving away a lot. So we're going to wait on that. But let's just say I prefer liquid cooled. But I like air cooled. It's a toss up, you know. They both have their ups and downs. It's a 150R, 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 150R. He goes, not going to lie, those 150Rs have a lot of power. Good luck. CR250 Supermoto. Nope. Alexis, did you get a CR250 Supermoto?
Sure didn't.
We'll leave that to you, bud.
I got me a Supermoto.
Shout out to Full Throttle, though, man. I love that a YZ, dude. That build turned out great. Shout out to you and your... What is that? Grammatron? Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? I don't know. I saw him pop in here. come down to Mexico and ride my bikes. Dude, I will definitely accept that invite once this is all over. You look like you live a pretty sweet life down there, and you got some sweet riding spots. So I will take you up on that. We can do some videos together, and I can sleep out in your yard or something.
I was going to say, how far are you from Cancun?
Oh, my God. Yeah, she's dying to go to
I wanna
Cancun.
go to
So,
Cancun.
yeah, Jacob, this live stream is doing awesome. You guys rock.
133.
So let's see. I don't want to keep
oh
you
my
guys
God.
waiting too
we
long.
have so many people.
I'll pass on the Helix. I'll keep my BMW scooter. There you go. If you're doing woods, consider an XR100 or CR100. Both goods for woods. I absolutely agree.
XR100. We had one of those, and
We had them. The suspension,
so good.
the suspension lacks. I mean, and it's just kind of a turd compared to what she got. So, just checking in. What's up, ATV? What about the CRF 450 RX? Yeah, you guys know I love that bike. That video
For me.
did very well. Not for you, no. I think that video is over like 20,000 views, so I appreciate the support. Thank you. And that bike was awesome. I don't want that much maintenance, though. I really don't. It doesn't make sense for the trails.
Hey, Justin. Thank you.
What's up, Justin? I like to spend my time riding and not wrenching, but after that last trip, I'm going to be doing a lot of wrenching here soon.
Oh, God. I forgot about all that.
We got some messed up bikes here.
No, you've got some messed up bikes.
Hey, whose is it now?
That's true. That's true.
All right, guys, so we got 133 viewers in here. I'm going to ask you guys one more time, what bike do you think Alexis got? Day's going well, Matthew. The Honda ADV 150. What? Uh-oh. Honda, hook your boy up.
What?
Oh,
It's a
my God, Jacob, what the heck?
You were so...
Well, dude, when I
There
hear
you go, Honda. Hook him up.
when I hear ADV, I'm thinking like, off-road, but I guess you could, man.
It's like...
It's an Africa Twin. It's an Africa Twin scooter. It's got like the
thing's
same nose.
Futuristic.
Man, I'm down for that. If Honda wants to send one over, dude, I'll ride that thing everywhere. I'll jump it. I will send it. All right, let's see if we got any guesses in here. Hey, attention deficit, Oklahoma Kodaki. I can't say that, but shout out to you,
That's awesome.
man.
From Nigeria.
That is awesome. We've watched some Nigerian documentaries.
Somebody guessed a CBR 1000.
Yeah, dude, she got that new CBR for the trails, bud. I bet it has a 2 wheels and a motor. Quiet, dude, you win. All right. Good night, guys. No, I'm just kidding. TE 150. Ooh. Ooh. CRF 150. Yamaha XT 250. Bro, it's got a remote reservoir. Rear Showa shocks. Uh-oh. That sounds awesome, dude. All right, we got a bunch of 150R guesses. Actually, not too much. Let's see, guys. We're still growing in views. Winged Wolf
Oh
is
my God, 151.
thinking she got a Kawasaki. She got your old bike. Nope.
No.
YZ125. Nope. All right, guys.
Are we
you
doing
ready?
it?
Are we doing it?
Are we doing it?
I think so.
Let's do it.
So, guys, Alexis, she went up in the power department.
I'm so excited.
And she got herself a
Ta-da!
boom.
Oh, we're crooked.
Check it out.
Yeah, you get in here.
Yeah. Yes, you guys were right. She got the 150, not just the R.
RB.
She got the RB. So that's pretty cool. We're excited about that. And for all of you guys that guessed the 150R, you're correct. Kind of easy to guess with that
Thumbnail.
with the thumbnail, but that's okay. But yeah, guys, we decided to get her on a bike with some power, with a lot of capability. And how do you like it after the last trip?
I'm in love with this bike. I'm more in love with this bike after riding it for a couple hours than I was with the 230.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
It does, absolutely.
And she genuinely was excited, like, after we got off the trails. Like, she really does love this bike. There is one downfall to this bike, but you're very, very limited. Like, she could have went with, the newer electric start fuel-injected trail bikes, like from Honda, but you're sacrificing the power, you're sacrificing the awesome suspension, and overall, just, this is so much better of a machine and the performance. So it's kind of worth having to kick it.
Yeah. And honestly, I didn't do too bad kicking it.
No.
I could have done worse. But there were a lot of times that, like, towards the end, after riding for 6 hours, like, I got a little tired, and it was real hot, so it was like kind of being hard to kick over. So there were a couple times someone had to help me, but most of the time I was pretty solid. One kick is all it took.
Yeah, the hot start works well.
Yeah, it does.
There's
It
definitely
absolutely
a learning curve. Like, we just have to keep, practicing. And really the biggest thing is just not rushing, kickstarting, finding a tree to get up against so you can you can stand up and give that full kick. So there's a lot of little things that she has to learn to not wear herself out. But we rode a full day of riding, and you didn't wear yourself out.
I did not.
So
I was like, I can keep going.
Yeah.
I had so much fun that I was like, let's go back.
Yeah, and how many times did you pick it up?
I picked it up quite a few, like
10
by
plus?
myself. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it was just kind of like leaned over, like if I was like up against.
Well,
a rock or
regardless, you're
something.
still working. Is
But
what I'm
yeah,
getting
I mean,
at.
all by myself. This bike is like 60 pounds lighter than my 230, and that is a huge difference. Like I notice it tremendously.
Yeah, that's a big difference. Tell her to limit her. Say what? Can't wait to see some wheelies, Tanner. Yeah, dude, you already know I've been wheeling that thing.
He did. So before yesterday, we took it yesterday, and I had maybe 10 seconds seat time on this. So I was like quite nervous because I took this bike to the trails with absolutely never riding it before, pretty much. So, but
well, since you guys are awesome, and since this is a very good live stream, I'll go ahead and tell you what's done to it and the reason why we bought it. Because we had, options on the table. My buddy Grammatron was actually selling his 150 RB, and we considered it. But as soon as I found this thing, and for the price, oh my gosh, Dano, not necessary. Love you, man. Go check out Dano Vision TV on Mixer. He's an up-and-coming streamer. We appreciate you. He does nothing but show love to the channel. So appreciate you, man. You stay clean and healthy as well, and I hope to see you soon out on the trails too, man. You need to come out with us. But as soon as we saw this bike, we knew it was the one just because of what was done to it. Like, a lot of this stuff I probably wouldn't have taken the time to do, to be honest. And it's just got a little stuff. Like, let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Let me get you guys a better angle really quick so you guys can see.
so I'll answer some questions. While
Yeah, I
you
gotta
do
get
that.
the camera set up.
Okay. Somebody asked how. Over here. Okay. Somebody asked how tall is it? It's actually like 2 inches taller than my 230. So I tiptoe on this extremely. Like I can definitely only flat foot on one side with my leg thrown over. But yesterday, that's like one of the main things I was nervous about because it's so much taller than my 230, but not so much. But I really didn't struggle that bad. I didn't really ever tip it over just because I couldn't touch. So I have no complaints about that. So I think somebody said that they were 5'9". Would it be a good bike? Absolutely, because I'm 5 foot. So you've got 9 inches of you would be able to flat foot.
You are on the shortest side I have seen for girls or guys, whatever, riding. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, there's people shorter. How tall is Carly?
My cousin?
Yeah.
She's like 4'10".
Still, that's not that big of a difference. You're talking about 2 inches.
I think, yeah.
So you were on, like, the shorter side for...
Right.
I'm talking like the 5%ers of riders out there.
Yeah.
And you make this work. And this is not a small bike. Like someday, once your skill level grows, I think we'll be able to get her on like a 125 two-stroke or maybe a lowered 250 with a chop seat, as you grow, because, eventually you'll want to upgrade something.
Yeah.
And
because I know there are like a lot of people, I mean, just like your dad and, like you have to 1 foot it and throw your leg over, but like I'm not to that point where I'm comfortable enough to do that. And like I've tried that on his 250, it's just right now for where I'm at, I'm like, I don't want to rely on that.
my dad's also like 5'6".
Yeah.
6 inches is a big difference.
Oh yeah.
Trust me.
I would take like a couple more inches if I could, because it
Yeah.
would definitely give me a little bit more
I wish I could do that for you.
confidence.
But let's start with the ground up. And you guys are going to have to stay tuned for some better glamour shots. But I really just want to show you guys what's going on with this bike and really show you guys why I bought it. So let's start from the ground up. We got the Tusk Impact wheels with the red hubs.
It's buffering. It's lagging.
And are people saying that?
Yeah, it says warning.
Oh, no, we're good. We got the Tusk Impact wheels with the red hubs. I mean, full race suspension. The plastic skid plate, I would imagine that's factory. It's got like a Tusk dress-up kit. It has the flow pegs, which was actually from this guy's 450. It has this aluminum frame guards with the grip tape as well. This was pretty much brand new. This is a second owner bike, and the original owner never used it. So this was actually a female ridden bike before Alexis, which is pretty neat. Tusk impact in the rear, obviously. The biggest thing that sold me for this bike is that it came with a flywheel weight, so it mellows out that power band. These things are snappy, they rip, they're fast machines. I actually have a review of Grommetrons, which is, in stock form if you want to watch that. But the flywheel weight really tames this thing down, and it worked out perfectly. So
still has plenty of power.
Yeah, it still has plenty of power. It just smooths it out so it lugs really good through the trails and it idles beautifully. Also has a jet kit, a JD jet kit. It is properly jetted, so it really helps with starting these things. And cold starting these can be a bear, but so far it's been pretty good. We still got to work out some of the technique, but other than that, we're getting there. Up at the top, we have the Cycra hand guards. We have handlebar risers. I don't know if these Renthals are stock. I would assume they are, but they're pretty wide, so I'm not 100% on that. Hand guards are a must with these trail bikes. It's got a Moose Racing strap. Oh man, I'm running out of steam here. There's a lot done to this thing. There's a few more things that
the jet kit you did.
Yeah, I mentioned the jet kit. What else?
Wheels.
We got this, the little brake clevis. That's part of the Tusk dress-up kit. Other than that, guys, this thing is ready to rip on the trails. Already took it out. Oh man, absolutely love this bike. Grab your chair. We'll get them set back up.
Yeah, the connection's being weird.
Now it went back to excellent connection. Sorry guys about that. If that was laggy, that just gives you a reason to stay tuned. So let's get her set back up here.
Yeah.
All right, we are back. I think. Okay, let's go through some comments here. Oh, we got Caitlin in here getting offended because I use guys. I feel like that's normal, just to categorize a group of anybody as what's going on. I don't know. I get it.
I call people dude. I feel like dudes are more
Yeah. I don't know. I get where you're coming from. We have probably a 2% female viewers here, but maybe some more now. Alexis is coming on, so I will say everybody instead of guys. Hey, Kyle, man, appreciate you. Shout out to Tombstone Trash.
Awesome.
Subscribe to your boy. He's a day one supporter, so
he's killing it on the Grom.
Yeah, he's a Grom killer, dude. If you want to see some awesome wheelies and skill on a Grom, check him out. Hope to meet up with him very soon. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, and we're going to be opening your package pretty soon, so stay tuned. Let's get you set up here. I hate talking to the computer. I'd rather talk to you guys and girls. Oh.
There we go.
Ba-boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Should have got a bigger bike. So we just completely went through all this, so I guess it just went over your head. She is 5 foot tall. And the 150 RB is not a small bike. If you guys would have been in person and saw the hill climb that I did on this bike, it's capable as she needs. So why does she need a bigger bike? You don't. Be Aussie and say, mate, what's going on, mates? What's going on, mates? When are you going to ride out that bike?
I just did. Yesterday.
Stay
tuned.
Broke it on the trails, and that thing, it looks exactly the same as when we took it out, and it took plenty of falls, so that's what
Not
it's
as
for.
many as the 230 though. Half the amount that the 230 did. I did really good.
Are you going to put a lowering link on it?
Negative.
No, she doesn't need it. It's going to alter the ergonomics too much, and...
Sure, would I, if you would have asked me that before I wrote it, I would have been I want to. I just would feel more comfortable being able to touch, but like he said, it does change, the ergonomics of it, and... So after riding it yesterday, I just don't feel like it's necessary because I didn't really struggle as much as I would have thought.
Once she gets better, she won't want it, number one. And what are some things that you need to learn? After riding that last day, and
there's a
she's
lot.
gotten better at carrying momentum. That's the biggest thing that I kept preaching from the last trip and everything. You just have to carry momentum. Like when you're coming up on a hill climb, you have to carry speed. Like you don't want to spend the whole riding session working because you're laying it down. Like give yourself every chance to get through an obstacle. Think about it. You got to be thinking 10 steps ahead, and when you're coming up to a hill climb, pick your line, either ride the rut or go to this side, the other. And it's just a lot of thinking that you need to do. It's not all just riding. You got to plan stuff out. And that's why I love trail riding, because every corner is something new. Every way you take, there's a different obstacle you have to think about and navigate around. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, she did amazing.
This
on the
bike is
150.
just so much more capable. So I don't second guess things because I know it like makes it through. Like there was like a lot of like times we were like going through a mud puddle, and it's like I didn't have to like hesitate and like get like nervous about it, which then would cause me like not to like throttle it out because I was nervous, and then it just is like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so I think it worked out really good. Let me see what some people. My motto is: when in doubt, limit her out. I always say it, man. When in doubt, throttle it out. It's a fact every time. She says she is damn good with the clutch. Yeah, she likes to ride the clutch sometimes too.
I do. He's yelled at me for that before, so I know in my mind that I do that.
We also really need to practice the one foot turn. You know what I'm saying? We got one practice in. When you lay it down and wrap it around, because that saves a lot of energy.
We did that on the ground. We did a whole video on that on Christmas.
We did. But you need to work on it.
I do. I really do.
She would be like hopping off her bike several times and doing like a 16-point turn, burning so much energy when you can just drop it on its side, and go. Especially with a bike like that, no excuses. That thing has enough power and the lightweight to just zip it around ASAP and continue on in the other direction. I got my wife an SSR 125, so that's awesome bike for her. The 230 is too heavy. Agreed. You need to make that mang mang sound. Say what? Mang 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 mang. Not gonna reveal price on this one in case we've been getting caught doing that. People, oh man, you only paid this much for the bike. I watch you on YouTube, so I'm gonna only pay you this. Like, it was a good deal. We'll say that, especially with everything that was done to it. Yeah. Can't beat it. Key is to never let off the gas. That's a fact, dude. Like I'm always on the over the center. Go, throttle, gas. That's the most thing that I'll say is gas. Because yeah, dude, you just gotta carry speed. That's the biggest thing. Alexis Gromatron says, "Let's race."
Let's do it.
I don't know, man. It'd be cool to do a comparison. You need to get the bike out here so we can compare the stock form without the flywheel weight.
Yeah.
Then she can hop on that, and like we can all just see like how much of a difference it really makes, because that thing is smooth. It really does. It tractors everywhere. Yeah, MC Brando 6 says you'll enjoy it a lot better. The 230's gone. Lex would look great on a YZ 125. That's a fact. We'll get her on a CR 125. That's a perfect bike for her. I'm glad you think so. Who else is still laughing at Tanner's fall? I don't think she's seen that.
Yeah, so I haven't seen any of my riding videos because we thought it would be great if I could watch all my falls at once and get all my reactions. So I haven't seen any of my falls that I did, or any like whatever funny stuff he put in there, commentary. So we'll see how that all turns out.
Yeah, we're gonna do a final reaction video, and it's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna compile all the crashes into like, I don't know, we probably got like a good solid, I don't know, 5-6 minutes of just crashing, and then we can sit down and talk about it. We can break down each clip, analyze, what should, I'll ask her, like, what should you have done differently? Like, oh, I should have hit this log straight on. Or, oh, I probably shouldn't have went through the deepest mud pit and maybe went onto the side and, or maybe I should have picked this rut. Or so she's just got to get in the, the thinking process of thinking ahead. And we actually got her brother. Shout out to DJ, man. We got him out on the trails yesterday for the first time in like 5 years. So he had to knock some rust off, and we definitely gave him a good ride. And it was a good time. I'm glad he came out. Look forward to that footage as well. He was out on the old RM250 stock, no flywheel weight, man. He was battling that thing all day. It
He's
was
hurting
awesome.
today.
Yeah, everybody is.
Yeah, and his grips. Yeah, no grips.
Yeah, like his grips like fell. I don't even know what the hell was going on. Both his grips were like falling off and like twisting. So he's going up hill climbs like twisting around. But he got it done, man. He made it out. That was sweet. But if you're in here, your sister outrode you, bud. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, dude. That was awesome to see for sure. Like Alexis has come a long way, and it definitely helps just having seat time. Like she's ridden a lot like over the past few years. Not so much off road, but just being on a bike in general, doing maneuvers, navigating stuff. Like it all helps in the grand scheme of things. So this is literally Alexis' third trail ride total. The first one being the Grom ride years ago.
On street tires.
Which was crazy.
That was crazy.
And then now you're up to only 2, and you're doing everything that we're doing, and not easy stuff. So, like, it's only up from here. It's gonna be awesome.
Everything that happened yesterday, like all the falls that happened, I like attempted them. Whereas like I feel like on the Grom ride that we went on, there was like times that I'd be like, I'm not gonna try it. Like Tanner, come get my bike and do it for me.
Yeah,
but,
never had to do that.
Yeah. So like yesterday, it was like I tried at least. Like
tried
I gave
everything.
it what I got, and if I couldn't do it, then maybe he like would try. Or he made. There was a lot of
Once
times
or twice.
he made me do it again.
Yep.
So.
And that's another thing is bump starting. We got to work on our bump starting because there's plenty of opportunities you had to just roll a couple feet, slam your butt down, and get the thing going. That's the problem. Like I have more weight, so that I got more grip to bump start. But she's got to learn to bounce. Like get up, bounce, and as soon as you hit that seat and compress that suspension, that's when you let out that clutch because it has more grip. And then boom, it'll start right up. And you give it a little bit of gas and go. And that saves a lot when you're out on the trails because most of the time you're on a hill and you can find a hill like off to the left, off to the right, and it just saves so much energy because it bump starts right away. That thing started up every time. Also, second gear. I know a lot of people try to bump in first, and no way. You need at least second or third gear. We were doing third on the 230, but second seemed all right. Just really depends on how much grip you have. So,
Thank you, Tilly.
hey Tilly, thank you, Jim.
You were a wonderful person to ride with.
Jemmy Drift, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Aww.
That was awesome. And more edits like your fall. I'll do that for sure. I enjoyed that one, and I'm glad a lot of people got a laugh out of that. Tanner, that call you did was great. I don't know what you're talking about. That call I did?
Fall, maybe?
Oh, maybe the fall.
Yeah.
The fall, yeah. So when are we going to see some trail riding on the new bike? Soon, I hope. Dude, I got a lot of backlog footage and a lot of footage in between, but I don't know. Maybe the end of this week, early next week. Soon. I'll tell you that. Little Gromlin says you guys are motivating me to get better in the dirt. I saw you hit that jump on the dirt bike, man. I liked that. Just keep riding, dude. That's the biggest thing is getting seat time. Like I'll preach that to everybody. You know, a lot of people think people are gifted this, that, and the other, and it's not the case. Most of the time, they just need more seat time. The more you ride, the better you're gonna get. The more you challenge yourself, the better you're gonna get. And yes, the 230 is gone. What time is it for us? 7:46. Is the 150R a motocross bike? Yes, it is. It's set up to race. This one is set up for trails, like with the added flywheel weight and all the things we got on it. It's set up for the trails, minus, lacking the electric start. We were talking about future bikes yesterday, and I think both of us are going to end up on some badass two-strokes in the future. Like, I don't know how soon. Hopefully, I don't know.
Years.
Nah, I'm saying hopefully, at least for me, it's going to be soon, but maybe it depends on how much riding we do this year, honestly. Like right now it doesn't make sense, but year and a half, 2, we see ourselves being on the newer, Husqvarna KTM two-strokes. I hate to say that, but it's just a way to go for the trails. I want a 300 so bad after seeing this dude rip one yesterday. It was awesome. That guy was a beast.
This guy was nuts.
And he was like treating the trails like a motocross track. Like he was just doing some crazy jumps, like over hill climbs.
Over people. He went like over
much,
us.
yeah.
We were standing at the top of one, and he. Boom,
definitely the best rider that I've seen in person. Mm-hmm. And I just realized how much of a handicap that I'm on the 250L. Like I can't even think about doing that stuff because I'll blow out my suspension. I was hitting small jumps yesterday and completely blowing out my forks. So I don't have that option to think about stuff like that. Like if you're on a capable bike like that, it opens up more opportunities, and that's exciting for me. So
You've proven everything that can be done, so there's nothing left to prove on the 250L.
I've literally done everything that you can do and more. And after the 250L took a beating yesterday, that's it for me, guys. So it's going to be torn down soon, and the Supermoto setup is going to be coming. Look forward to those videos. I've got some exciting stuff planned, and that'll be Alexis' street bike.
Woo!
Other than that, the 150 RB has been a dream. She loves it. She doesn't,
I don't know how many times I said that yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, I love this bike.
I was kind of worried. Like, I was like, look, if you don't like it, we'll just flip it because we got it for a good deal. So I'm sure we make a little bit of cash. What year is it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what year your bike is?
I really don't. What is it?
It's a 16.
15. Oh, I would say 15.
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 15. My bad.
Well, check the fork tube. It's on the left.
Yeah.
I think it's a 2016. I could be wrong. It might be a 15. There's a sticker on the fork tube. You gotta turn the bars. Might be on the other side. She can't find it, guys. It's a 16. She got 2016, and it's awesome. So, in the future, like I said, Husqvarna or KTM, I want a 300 two-stroke. You know, the trail-ready ones. They're already weighted. The newer ones with the TPI, the fuel injection, like, it just makes sense. The lightweight, the torque that those things have on the low end, you just can't beat it. And they also make the TE 150. So, we'd have little his and hers Husqvarna someday. I think that is the plan. But for
15.
now... Oh, she found it. It's 2015. She was right. It's 2015. So, how much did the shop cost again? I never did that video. Yeah, Sherco, Beta. I will have any of those, really. I'm not specific to the Husqvarna or KTM, but it's more just for her, finding that the 150. That made sense. But, what do you ask? How much did the shop cost? Quite a bit. You know, I put quite a lot of money into it. Definitely worked out, though, and it was worth it. And I love working out here. I don't know. If I had to say a guess, I probably spent like, I don't know, around $5,000.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have any clue.
I would say $3,000 to $5,000, and a lot of that, you know, you didn't necessarily have to do it. It's hard. It's hard to say. I would say more like three. More like three.
Hi,
I don't
Speedy
know.
J.
I don't even remember at this point. Speedy J, what's up? So badass, man. I have a 150R, but they don't cold start for the life of you. So yeah,
They don't.
The jet kit, though, like when we had it in the parking lot, boom, kicked it over first try. When we got it to the other parking lot, boom, kickstart it first try. So there's a technique, and we just haven't mastered it yet. And you need to jet your bike because this thing doesn't cold start bad at all. It's just all with technique.
Yeah, what are we at?
The fall was hilarious. Great riding, Lex. Finally, she's got tire to work with. Yeah, she's got a fresh tire, too.
Yeah, it's not fresh on there, but even it was fine yesterday.
I think you can get a few more rides out of that before we change it out. But she's going to have some fresh meats here soon. 150R is a great choice down here in South America, specifically here in Peru. A lot of people use that very same bike, and as well as the 230F to do some hard enduro in the desert, as well as the Andes. That's awesome. Tanner breaks the clutch lever on the 230. Ah, screw it. Let's buy another bike. No, I'm not stoned. I can't see you anymore. Lost connection. We got excellent connection now. Oh, maybe when I lagged out, it was like my eyes were shut or something. Oh, that's what's up. I'm at my riding spot and taking my kid in the YZ85 you talked my kid into.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, well, shout out to you and your boy.
Rode with a kid yesterday. That was
a ripper.
He was nuts.
He was out on a KX85 out riding all of us.
He did the most insane hill climb that like only Tanner would do, and this kid did it. And oh my gosh, he was great.
Yeah, he was showing us up for sure.
Absolutely.
That kid's gonna be so good when he's older.
Which his dad was actually the one that was like really, really good. So
yeah, makes sense. For sure. What's my dream bike right now? I'm just fantasizing about the TE 300. So any 300 two-stroke. I'm not specific to it. I know Sherco's been supporting some influencers, so I wouldn't be opposed to that. Like I would love to get my hands on a Sherco 300. The betas, I don't care what it is, as long as it's got the 300 cc's and it's a two-smoker. the counterbalanced engines, like, you just can't beat that new technology, and it's proven at this point. Like, people were on the fence, about the two-stroke fuel injection stuff, but it has been proven. I know KTM, Husqvarna, all that stuff in the past are notorious for the problems, but it's a new era, and that's all of the top enduro riders. That's all they ride. Matt Carroll, man, shout out to you. He just got a new Husaberg 250. I don't know what the letters are on those, but it's an awesome bike. Jealous of that for sure. He got one hell of a deal, and honestly, I would love to have my hands on that bike. I just got a 250L. How come it revs out in the middle to higher end of gears? It's just like the gear just disengages. Does yours do that? How come it revs out at the middle to higher end of the gears? No, mine doesn't do that. Like, mine'll get up and go towards like the higher end. So I'm not sure. What's the poison that you're drinking, Lex?
Tangerine White Claw.
Woo, yee!
One of the new flavors.
Is it taller than the 250L? Nope.
Oh, where's our favorite YouTube dog?
Diesel's upstairs, man.
He loves it. He comes out here and he just goes straight upstairs. He's a bed up there, and that's where he goes.
He got his own room out here, He's in his own little tree fort up there. What tires are you running on the 250L? Kenda Trackmasters. Kenda Trackmaster or die, man. They last so long, and they grip like crazy. And the biggest thing for me is I don't like changing tires every ride. And we do a little bit of connecting roads, so you still have the aspect of having the DOT legal, but the harder compound just allows the tire to last longer and grip for a long time. The original set that I had, I rode so long with, like way overdue. They're a good tire. Tilly two-wheel just got some. Alexis just got one for the rear, but we got some Kenda, deals working out in the future, and hopefully we'll be getting some tires for them, and I'll be able to keep promoting them. But shout out to Kenda for sure.
It is a big wheel, Logan.
Yep. Logan says undisclosed. What is that?
Oh, how much did we pay for it?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. You guys can take some guesses on payment, but, I mean, it's, on the lower side of average for what these bikes go for. Stock, that's the thing. Like, I know, when you throw a bunch of stuff on it, it's not, when people sell it, they lose money, but, like, for us to buy that, like, we just saved so much money and stuff we would have had to do. Yeah, bro, kids rule. I'm 14 and I rip a CRF 250R. That's what's up, man.
Nice.
Keep it up. How old do you think the kid was? I think I heard he was 10.
Yeah.
So he was little too.
He was little, yeah.
He was small for the KX85 too, so, but he was ripping. Hopefully next step, man, KX100 for sure. That'd be awesome. There's a 150R motocross bike. Yep, a straight up motocross bike, but it's been converted to a trail bike.
It is not taller than the 250L. I would not be able to touch it.
It's a 2015. My thoughts on the KLX 230. That's the new fuel injected bike from Kawasaki. I like it. Like, if you do more road riding than trail riding, I recommend it for sure. What happened to the stickers on the 150? Well,
there was only like one on each side.
All of the graphics were already off there. I'm sure just from power washing, like after riding like we do. Like, I always end up doing that on my 250L, so just from power washing probably. We were just going to wait a while till Alexis got comfortable on the bike to do plastics, but honestly, I'm not even worried about that as of now. Like, it's kind of irrelevant. It's, if you're going for looks maybe, but it looks fine the way it is.
I mean, eventually I would like to get like a whole setup and everything, but
we'll do it in the future because we definitely plan on keeping this for a while. I mean, it's a good platform. And these 150Rs are notorious for getting hours and hours and hours of use out of them, and it's the Unicam engine design, so it's tried, true, proven. And you want to do a seat cover too in the future, probably.
Yeah.
Even though I love the stock cover, it's got the gripper top on it. I was really surprised to see that.
I just don't really like the red. I'd rather all black.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a drop seat too. Give you some extra.
That'd be cool.
Injury. But yeah. I mean, as of right now, dude, this thing's set up for her. I'm jealous, honestly. She has a way better trail bike than I do. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see it again. Yeah, let's get it again. So let's do it like the setup we had before we like went over there and we're talking about it. So.
Okay. That way we'll just look at it.
Yeah. Sorry for the mic. We're working on getting this stream better, I promise. Like, I'd really love to do better streams. Well, before you were over here, weren't you? Oh, okay. What are you doing?
There's a lot of mud in here. It's bothering me.
Go power wash it. I spent like an hour, dude, and she's over here nitpicking this stuff.
He always does. I'm sorry.
Do you prefer the 4 strokes or 2 strokes? So for the most part, I like two strokes. I just haven't had very good experiences with reliability. Every two stroke that I bought has been used and from questionable sources. So I mean, just look at the lineup here. We got my KX250 over there. Rode it 2 times, blew up, and that's not from error. Like, it's just you don't know what the previous owner did. So if you're buying a 2-stroke and it's kind of questionable, you got no maintenance history or anything, you should probably pull the cylinder and check the condition and tolerances of everything before you reach the inevitable, like what happened to me with the KX250 and the KX100, which both blew up. So here's what it is, guys. I like 2 strokes. I like the lightweight. I like the power delivery. I like the sound. The mixing gas, yeah, it's okay. So there's just trade-offs, guys. I like having both. I like having both. I like hopping on a reliable 4-stroke that has that, that torque that you can't beat on the low end, minus the 300s. But then I like hopping on a 2-stroke and just ringing that power band out and just having a blast with the lightweight. It's like riding a mountain bike. So it's just a mixture. The 150 has radiator. That's what we missed. So yeah, it's got the Works Connection radiator braces, both sides, because this thing was liquid cooled. I mean, it's a ripper, and that's a big thing. All my bikes, man, have to have radiator braces, because just like what happened to Daniel the other day, and
That's a big gap.
he fell the wrong way, and that's not to protect from sticks. That's to protect from them bending in when you fall on the sides.
Right.
And Daniel just busted a radiator the other day. So I like the flatland style that's actually like protects as well, but these are more towards the side impacts, and they're a lot stronger like than what's on my 250L. But yeah, Josh Shank, thanks, man. I completely forgot about that. Does it have Tusk rims? Yeah, it's got the Tusk impact wheels. We have the stock ones as well.
And somebody asked about the anodized hubs.
Yeah, I mean, they just come with the Tusk impact wheels, the red anodized hubs.
Yeah.
We got the anodized dress-up kit. I mean, we got the different plugs, oil filter plugs, and the oil fill plug, the red flow pegs that was from that dude's 450, which are awesome.
Yeah, they're nice.
You have to love those, dude. Those are bigger than I have on my 250L. Like, I might steal those for sure. She's got the red brake clevis.
I do need a new brake lever, though.
Yeah, she needs a new brake lever. Like, we need one that's a little bit wider because it's kind of hard to find sometimes.
With my boots.
Yeah.
I was wearing boots.
Oh, Photogrammer's out here checking out the beard. It ain't living up to yours yet, but yeah, I went Amish, and I'm actually selling all of my bikes and getting a horse and buggy soon. So stay tuned for some buggy vlogs. Is there much difference between the KX85 and the KX100? Yeah, I mean, size-wise, that's the biggest thing. Power-wise, not so much, but it's just like the next step up. I love that Kawasaki did that, and Honda as well, the RM, and the European brands. They all have the 100s too, so that's a super mini class. Like, there's actually a racing class for that. And the KX100, that's still like one of our both favorite bikes. Like, it's absolutely. I can't wait to bring you guys some content soon. Yeah, man, shout out to Photo G. Wheelie that Buttercup. Did you wheelie it at all yesterday? Well, yeah. Up some hill climbs, she wheelied it unintentionally. We have an awesome screenshot that, should we give like a sneak peek of that? Pull it out.
I have it.
So she was coming up a hill climb, and if you don't go fast enough on a hill climb, you're going to reach the top, and then your gravity's going to take over, and the front wheel is going to come up. And unless you stand on top of the thing,
I'm gonna be able to see
it's going to come up. Yeah, we'll see. Just hold it up to the. You can see it,
guys.
There. Yeah.
There's me, and then there's my bike, completely upside down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stay tuned,
I don't
guys.
even remember when that happened, honestly. I don't know which one.
It was back when, when we were at the little play area in the beginning, when you're going up the hill climb that dude jumped. I guess that one.
Oh, yeah. I was right there.
Yeah.
Like, my bike made it, and I made it.
She reached the top.
I reached the top.
Which is good. And
I remember that.
So I don't know, technically she kind of wheelied it. I don't know. I might have seen her a couple times popping it up on the trails just to, like, get over stuff. But, yeah, the Photogrammer approves 10 out of 10.
Thanks.
I need to see some Photo G dirt bike content. I don't think I've seen some other than you guys taking the Groms to Croom. But what's everything like in Florida? Everything here is shut down, like state land-wise. We are down to no options other than, thank God, that we just know people and have a lot of friends with access to land. So the golden flip. Yeah, that was a good deal. Like, we sold the 230, picked that up the same week, and we're not looking back. This is the bike for her. It's a blast. It's got the perfect amount of power. She loves it. She can pick it up by herself. Like the 230, I had to help her a few times. She still picked up the 230, which is a brute. But this thing, she can pick it up no problem. Start it up, even though she has to kickstart it. And the only thing is,
there was a lot of times like you weren't around me, and I got it and kicked it over and kept on going.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really excited to continue the dual vlogs with Alexis' GoPro setup. You guys seem to be loving that. I love it. It just allows to get so much better angles because she can film me, I can film her. We can combine, make for some awesome videos. Did you do any more talking this time?
I did more talking because
Sweet.
there was a couple times like we were off Senna, and I talked a lot about how much I love the bike and some things I need to work on. I need to learn standing up. I need to learn bump starting. So I'm getting there.
For sure. Everybody always is on my case about standing up while riding, and I'm a lazy rider. I like to sit down. My bike is limiting me.
I was going to say, like, your knees give you a lot of trouble when you stand.
Yeah, my knees as well, but it's more just the fact that this bike is so small. The 250L is a small bike for me. I don't have risers. Like, she has risers. She is set up to stand, so no excuses for that.
I feel so unstable when I stand. I'm like, ugh.
The biggest thing is clenching the bike with your knees. Like, clenching it with your legs, and that gives you stability. Like, if you're just standing up, like, it's going to be all up, but like you become one with the bike, like once you clamp down your legs, and then you can really get comfortable because it helps you. It allows you to have better balance.
Right, my lower back won't hurt so bad the next time.
Exactly, your back, your organs, kidneys, they take all the abuse.
How tall are you both? I'm like 5 foot even.
5 foot even, 6'4". So I'm not in the
14 inches.
Not in the vertically challenged department, which
but I am.
Which helps a lot with riding. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely have an advantage with that. Photo G says people are riding the streets, but don't think any outdoor tracks are open to my knowledge. Tyler would know. Stunt lot low key open. I hope you guys are still having fun, staying safe, and I really hope all this blows over. I'm super ready to get over this peak and start, because we haven't even reached the peak of all this madness.
No.
So I'm really just hoping this blows over fast and things are back to normal. Yeah, tracks are all closed around my area. Pretty crazy. You need a race bike, supermoto. So Logan, I'm not really into street riding. I have no interest in getting back into it. Like, other than having a bike just to go out now and then, which I'll need because she's taking over the 250L. I just don't have an interest. Like, I want to spend all my time growing my experience off-roading. That is 16 inches, LOL. She's always on my case.
I know, that was so bad.
Always on my case with the math skills, but she's no better. No.
Yeah, that's such a liar.
Fake news. I'm in the vertically challenged department. It's okay. Yeah, little Gromlin knows the struggle, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah. How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
He's
Do you know how tall?
I did at one point, but I forget now. I'm not good with numbers.
Okay, point proven.
But it's definitely a disadvantage when it comes to dirt riding more than anything, because you find yourself in a lot of situations where you can't touch. If you're on a hill, you got a ditch down to your right. Oh, there's nothing to touch. So you just have to learn like where to park your bike and how to lean over on the high side, and yeah. Which
was kind of nice, like, because it's so lightweight that if I couldn't touch and I had to lean my bike a little bit more, I was able to keep it up still. Like, my 230, like, if it got to, like, a certain point, I had to drop it. I can't keep it up. So that's helpful, too.
Yeah, Jeff, you and me both.
4'11". Okay, so we're, like,
pretty much the same
close.
height. Yeah.
Pretty close.
Same height. Everything closed in Canada, too. Yeah, I mean, worldwide, this is going crazy. Pass on the race bike. You need a 09 450X. I wouldn't be opposed to the older 450X. I'd probably rather have the 250X for the trails. Kyle S. Facts. Same here. They are starting to crack down hard on group rides. Getting hard to head out for a good ride. Yeah, Jacob, I heard they shut down Wellsville too, which is nuts because that's a pretty gray area as far as riding. But other than private land and, you know, some questionable lands, like, we ran out of spots to ride. We're very thankful to have a few spots left that I'm not being mean, but we got to keep some of these places low key. Alexis living that stunt life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Doing whirlies on the trails. Her hubs is the color I'm painting my four-wheeler frame. That's what's up. I love those hubs, man.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit darker of a red, but I like it. I like it. You got the anodized vent tube.
Match.
Yeah, this bike is awesome. I love it. I got to do a little bit of riding on it. Most of the time, like on a few of those hill climbs where she struggled with, but she could have done it. I just hopped on it and had fun, honestly. But that one hill climb was a big one. It was a big one. Your brother,
Oh yeah,
DJ, tried it. Your
he
brother
did.
tried it, and he was just struggling with that bike. And he made it up halfway, dumped it. I made it up first try. The second try, I ran out of speed. Like the 250L, I was literally standing on top of the thing. Bop, 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 first gear. I can't hit it in second because I run out. That's what happened to me at Wayne one time, and never again. I got like 3/4 of the way up this hill climb, and I had to shift down because I ran out of second gear. But I wanted to hit it in second gear to have that extra speed. So you just can't lug that bike. Like you have to be at the top of the RPM range, like when you're doing a hill climb. So that's what happened the second time. The third time, I had a big crowd, man, and I was like, "Oh man, this is not gonna be good."
And then the little guy hit it.
The little man hit it on the KX85, and then I hit it on the 150 RB because I don't know why I even got on that. I just wanted to see if it was possible, really, because everybody was like, "Alexis, do it! Alexis, do it!"
That was not happening.
Yeah, like why you out of everybody else? Like I was trying to get Jeff to do it.
That's why I was like, I'll do it if you do it because I know you're not going to do it, so therefore I'm not going to do it. But he thought about it. He was like, okay, well, if you do it, maybe I will. And I was like, no, please don't.
Well, the thing is, you got to learn how to crash too. And that kid, man, on the KX85, he went up there. He knew he wasn't going to make it, so he laid his bike over in the perfect spot. Stood up, got the bike turned around, rode it back down. Had a little talk with his dad. He gave him a little pep talk, and he went right up it. I got that on camera, too, so I'm excited about that. Slow Ride Trucking. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support, and look forward to future videos. That'll go to good use. And, guys, all this Super Chat stuff and all this videos, it just goes back into the content. So, us both, we don't waste money, so it just goes back into what we do, and we appreciate you. So, money's definitely not going to waste. I want a 250X so bad. Yeah, so my bikes that are on my list right now, the 250RX from Honda, I want one so bad. I want another trail bike. I really do. 250RX, the KTM and Husky 300s, Beta, Sherco, Gas, whatever the hell. I don't care. A 300 two-stroke, the 250RX. I don't really want a YZ250FX. Everybody has them, and I don't know. I want to do something different. I'm not that in love with them, to be honest. Was that an 85 two-stroke? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the KX85, man. And he had another buddy that was ripping on a 150F, which is a bike that I also thought about for Alexis, but I just really wanted her to have that power.
It honestly looked really small, too. I don't know if it was just him on it or... Yeah, not that it would be too small for me because it's
definitely lower seat height. I mean, with the big wheel, it's got a 19-inch in the front and what is that, 16 in the rear, so... It's a big bike. It is. And it's the perfect size for her. Get a 700 Raptor. No, I'm not a quad god. I would like a quad someday. The quad that I'll probably get is a 400 EX. I want a three-wheeler before.
I was going to say, you'd rather have a three-wheeler than a four-wheeler.
I had a three-wheeler project lined up, but he was firm on price. 450 is better than 250 for your monster frame. Less wear on the bike because you don't have to beat on it as hard. You know this. Yeah, that's a fact, dude. The 450s take, a lot less abuse engine-wise because you don't have to ring them out. You can just lug. But I do like the 250. I like working a bike, I don't like to just be lazy everywhere. It's fun to get into a team, and that's fun. You tiptoe on that. Yes, Alexis tiptoes on that big time. But low ground, then you could do it, man. Trust me. You got to just learn that lean to the side method. And so you have, 1 inch, 2 inches on him. Like, he could do it.
Yeah, no absolutely. Problem. I'm just not to that point yet that I want to, or
there's things you can do.
Yeah.
If she wanted to, she could do the lowering link. Drop that an inch.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Do the lowering seat. Drop that 1.5 inches. That's possible. So you could probably get that thing, I don't know what the max lowering link, I think around 2 inches would be the max, and you drop the forks. The forks are already dropped on this, but I would say 2 plus 1. You could probably get 3-inch, 3.5 drop just out of doing those things.
But it changes the bike.
It changes the ergonomics of the bike, but that's why I don't want her to do it. But you could do it. So, can't wait to get that 400 EX. Someday, dude, it's on the list. Definitely not a priority, but I need to get a place to store bikes. A 350 4-stroke could be a great option for you. Yeah, so, those are top on the list for trail bikes. Dude, I want so many bikes, and I just want to try everything at some point. So, stay tuned. That's all I got to say. Get an ATC. Yeah, if I get one, I'm definitely taking it to the trails for sure. We're going to do a whole 3-wheeler video of just ripping through the trails. KTM 350, yeah, the 350s are legit. Like, they have the 450 power and a 250 frame from everything that I hear, which is crazy. Torque, man, you can't beat it. The LTZ 400, I love that it shares the same engine with the DRZ. And I actually noticed on your brother's bike that it pretty much shares the same frame as the DRZ. He's got an RM250, and it looked like identical frame-wise to the DRZ. Like, the subframe was a little bit shorter and had like a steeper rake to it, but I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Trust me, don't do the lowering link. It will make the suspension too soft. Yeah, I mean, you could tweak the suspension, though, to compensate. But yeah, she's definitely not doing it. Let's hear start up. No, it's going to be hit and miss. I don't want to get laughed at. It could be one kick. It could be 50 kicks. So it ain't happening.
It's loud.
Plus, I need
I'll
to
just say that. It's real loud.
Yeah, blow out the microphone.
Like, I know Josh said earlier, like earlier in the live chat, he's like, to ride behind me, it kind of is annoying. But
yeah.
I like it.
It's probably the loudest bike we had out yesterday. The thing's a ripper. We could dial it down a bit, but we might do that someday.
Maybe.
Nah, we ain't gonna start it up. I'm out for now. Hey, peace out, ATV Addicted. Thanks for hanging out.
Aww.
Give Diesel a treat for me. Will do. I gave him an antler that I found, but he ain't feeling it, so we'll have to get him a different treat.
Call him down here.
So, hey, guys, it's been an awesome stream. Thank you all for the support. You guys rock. We love you. And Alexis is going to be on the channel a lot more, hopefully.
Yeah. What?
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So look forward to plenty more riding videos. The Brokeback boys are going to get together, and we're going to do a Brokeback trip very soon. I know you guys want to see that, and we definitely need to. So camping, cooking, 6 feet though. I don't know how that's going to work. But we're going to do another Brokeback video here shortly. Get out in the woods, do some camping. Still kind of cold at night now, so I mean, I'm down for whatever, dude. I just want to get out, enjoy life, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about in this episode is just as far as the social distancing and the riding goes. I believe that the riding is the best activity to do, like with all the crap going on and the social distancing. Like, I am, we're taking it seriously. Absolutely. We've done all the precautions that we can as far as, getting the groceries and limiting our contact in stores. Like, when we were riding, I wouldn't even let her go into the gas station to go to the bathroom. No. I'm like, you're grown up. You can go in the woods like we do. Because this is like what I'm saying. It's just not necessary. Like, if you can avoid it, we do. Yeah, wearing gloves at the pumps, stuff like that. There's only so much you can do, but you got to do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So as far as the riding goes, I think it's the best way to hang out with people but not be next to each other. Like, even when we're off the bikes talking, like, we're not all up on each other and breathing in each other's faces. Like, we're all spaced out and stuff. So I think that really is like one of the best things, and it still allows you to get outdoors. And that's why it's a shame that they're shutting down all the state parks and national parks and everything. It's like, what do you expect us to do? Like, that's the best thing to do, to get out and get away from people and be healthy. Like, you're encouraging people not to be healthy. Like, some people will lose their walking spots and stuff like it. Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But hopefully, like I said, this stuff all blows over soon. I don't want to talk too much about that. Kenny says, I got the Duke 390. Love it. Your video blew up on the Duke 390. That is a bike that I still miss and I think about often. Like, out of all the bikes that I've gotten rid of, that bike still pops up in my head. And I was like, man, that was a fun bike. I love the technology. I love the way it sounded, felt, rode. I love that bike, and we're going to do an upcoming review, hopefully, with Josh's Vit Pillin, that he did a different handlebar setup. I've been meaning to link up with him and do a little comparison and review with the new setup, so look forward to that. What bike is it? Oh, for those of you that are still in here, we're about to wrap this up, but Alexis got herself a 2015 CRF 150 RB. Low Gromlin, you could always do the R as well, like if you're a little bit intimidated by the size. I wanted her to have the benefit of having the big wheels because they make a big difference on the trails. Like, could you imagine getting your wheels stuck in that one with the R size wheels? Like, she got stuck in this little ditch, even with the 19, like, and did a little stoppie. That's
a little one. That was pretty big.
Situations like that is why you want big wheels, is because it helps you get over obstacles, gives you the ground clearance, and overall just helps you carry momentum. And is more capable. So that's why I wanted her to be on the RB, because she could flat foot the R, but that's not the point. Like, you got to make that compromise to have a more capable bike. So thank you, R Beast. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. I think everybody was really happy to see that, and nobody was upset to see the 230 go, which makes sense. 250 is a different story. It's staying in street form, and this was the move. We look forward to, bringing you guys some content. I'll walk you through the buying and selling process. We have some videos on that. We have some little parking lot wheelie action and some fun.
From him, not from me.
So thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate all the comments.
That's awesome.
You guys are awesome.
Still over 100 right now. That's great.
When is Alexis' first race? You gonna do a hair scramble someday?
Someday.
So not on the list yet.
No.
I, on the other hand, want to get into it ASAP. Get out there with Slow B and John and do one of the 100-mile Enduros. Imagine that, 100 miles. We probably rode like 15 miles yesterday.
Yeah.
100 miles. That's a lot.
Yeah, you could do it.
I'd have to be, having a lot of moss with me on standby.
Oh my gosh.
Get off that damn moped. Hey, mosquito! I love the Helix. 450 is better. Yep. We're all caught up on everything. The Talon would be sick. I'd love to have a Talon. Side-by-sides, quads, not into. Skill-wise, you don't need a lot of skill to ride them, so you can kind of get reckless on them. They tear up trails. Number one is the biggest thing, and the stereotypes are real, guys. Like, we saw a group go out in the woods yesterday, and I'm not hating by any means. Like, do what you want, but side-by-sides and quads are just a beer-drinking redneck special. Like, going out, littering, tearing up trails, and those are the stereotypes that are real sometimes. Like, they're going out there and destroying the trails and not doing anything to help. Like, even in the video, somebody noticed that, like, those two guys in their side-by-sides, which they have straps, winches, or something, could have helped me out when me and Daniel were struggling to get the 250L out. Nope, they were drinking beer, sitting in their comfort seats with their radios on, and buzzed right past us. So, ride what you want, just be respectful. That's all I got to say. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you like the bike. Lex is excited. I'm excited. You guys are excited. It worked out. It was a good move. Hatfield McCoy's on the list. We talked about that yesterday. Waiting for our trails to open up. Yeah, dude. And the moped is sick. Thank you, Tyler. Love you too, man. Anything you want to say?
I don't think so.
Stay tuned.
Appreciate all the support.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. Oh, when in doubt is still repping for the four-wheelers. Hey, to each his own, man. As long as you're having fun. Being respectful, that's all I care about. Have a good night, James. What three-wheeler are you wanting? I don't know, 350, 350X. Probably not a 250R. That'd be nuts. Like, I want something pretty reliable. Come on, stay till 9. I'd love to, dude, but I gotta eat, gotta do some editing so I can bring you guys content. Take care, Jacob. I hope to ride with you soon. Hey, good to hear, Speed Protege. I asked you on Instagram, man. Thanks for the invite. All right, commented.
Oh, these are great comments, guys.
Way to go with your channel. Hope to see a lot more enduro and trail riding content coming in the near future, especially after the pandemic. Y'all need to come down to Peru for an enduro adventure. I'll add it to the list. Sounds good to me. Let's see Diesel next week.
People
Facts.
want to see Diesel.
Yeah, before we get out, if anybody wants to see Diesel. Diesel, come here. He's upstairs hanging out. Come here, bud. Come here. He's going to mosey on down here. Take his sweet time.
Come on.
Yeah, she got a 150 RB. 150 RB. Come on, bud.
Come here.
People want to see you.
Come here. Up.
Up. Up.
Up.
Up.
Come here, other leg. There you go.
Here's the D's bees. Say what's up to the peeps. Say what's up to the peeps. Diesel got a boo-boo on his nose. Fell off a tree. Playing George in the Jungle.
He also made a nice appearance on my lecture for my class. He came up and jumped on me, and my teacher was like, "Wow, that's a big dog." Yep.
Diesel says hi. Love from Northeast Ohio. Can't cross the border. Yeah, for sure. Stay healthy. Is a 150cc okay for a 13-year-old? Well, I don't know what kind of bike. Like the 150 RB, it just depends experience wise. Like it's a powerful bike, but it's a 150F. It's mellow. Yeah, Diesel's the man. Bye from the UK. We'll see you later. Thank y'all for stopping by. Jimmy Drift, Dano, Lil Gromlin. Who am I missing? The trucking dude. Everybody, thank you all for stopping by. And I'm just going to keep talking. So we're going to hit the end on this, and we will see you guys in the live next weekend. But
Bye, guys.
stay tuned for daily uploads Monday through Saturday. So thank you guys for watching. Jordan blew up his KTM. That sucks. I hope you get it rebuilt. And yeah, that's it. Let's get out of here.
Bye. Good night.
See you guys.